hog-tied him with a pretty bow and strung him up for fun. You see, my master could also be intrigued by oddities, despite his sacred monkhood.
Alrighty, there we go. Sorry about that. I always have to make sure the video is actually up and running. Sorry about the long wait for another video to be posted. I've been a bit busy with work lately. As normal, I'm going to do a quick run through the build. We're actually near a shrine, I believe, from where we left off. So we're at the beginning of this area, so I'll show you where to get the staff at that shrine. This build is basically a run through of a decent amount of crit and also Bane status effects, along with building up focus points. With building up focus points, the Amber Prayer Beads are a must-have, where they will moderately increase the speed of build-up. Where I also run for Bane effect with the staff and the frog, I also use the Celestial Birthstone Fragment to ignore enemies for Bane's resistance. Then 3 Cat-Eye Beads for crit chance. On top of that, this also gives us crit hit chance as well. This is the Fang Science Staff, one of the newer staffs released, and this is where you get this through running the Relic Holder Challenge, which I will show you where to find that and explain how to find it. I'm also running the Golden Mask set, but upgraded to Mythical. This Mythical isn't really needed, though it will increase your defense. But for this, whenever we use a Spirit, we'll gain some key after transferring out. On top of it, every crit hit gains a small amount of key, which will allow us to do the frog a lot more. And since we're also running a pretty high crit chance and doing staff spin, we'll get those crits quite easily. For our vessel, I run Weaver's Needle, mainly because of the crit chance, and also it makes the final boss of this chapter, which, by the way, I believe we're in chapter 4 right now. Yes. We're in chapter 4. And then I run Baba Long Long, which is the only spirit that is a mythical, to my knowledge so far. For our gourd, we're running the Supreme Gourd with the Jang Willow Leaf, the Flower Prime, and the Bee Mounting Stone. As for the drink, let me see if I can find it. What does it actually say it on here? Ah, here it is. Sunset of the Nine Skies, which when we drink it, it will build up ki as well. As for that, that's everything that you should need to know. The reason we run the Supreme Gourd is because of us running Life Saving Strand. Whenever we die, the Willow Leaf will refill our charges all the way up to 10 again with our gourd. I also run Immobilize, which will allow us to get Spinning Staff on and build up ki a lot easier. And I'm also running Rock Solid. Granted, Cloud Step is also a good choice. I find Rock Solid, even though I hardly get it off around here, does come in use when trying to maintain your mana. For our transformation, I'm running Azure Dust, where it's both tanky and immune to all status effects. And to be honest, it's gotten me out of a lot of binds, more than I can wish to admit. As you can see, I'm a relatively high level. I will also show you a very good level grinding area around here. Granted, where I'm in New Game 4, I might not be able to one-tap them now, but I was able to one-tap them up to New Game 3. After a bit of modifications.
Looks like there's a dwelling ahead. Care to take a quick peek? This place still looks the same. The vast clings here. Nothing angers me more than being cut off in segments.
Hello, Damien. Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Immobilized. Now's our chance.
Oh. Well, you never told me your name, so I didn't know what your name was.
Nice shrine here, kid. You should take a look.
Alrighty, now back to showing the build. Or where you get staff that is in the Gauntlet to Legends under Relic Holder. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Damien. This is one of the ones that definitely gave me the hardest time within trying to do this build, so I will also show you guys a decent build that I used. It was also one that a YouTuber made, so I'll also give them credit once we actually run that.
Hold your monkeys. Let me fix you up a little. Yeah.
Welcome, good sirs. The feast is all set. Please come in and be our guests.
Oh, also for anybody currently watching, arachnophobia warning. This area has a bunch of spider stuff in it.
My gentlemen, you're fashionably late. Is your lady not joining us again this time?
Our lady prefers not to be seen in the lower realm, but she's been thinking of you all and sent this small token. She hopes your lady will recover soon and pay her visit up there.
It's a pity she didn't come. Or she would certainly enjoy a splendid show we've prepared for her. But now, the gift's gone and blood's been shed. I say, You two should take the fall.
We're just servants, madam. What's the jest?
Zhu Ba Jie. I know you find your look embarrassing, but why hide from my mother with another pig face?
Rude girl. Don't you know I'm a pious Buddhist? Give me your mother's name, and I'll check my list.
You heartless ass. After you ruined her house and her reputation, you're telling me you don't remember her?
Reputation? Yao Guai's care about reputation. All she cared about was lust. Now I know. You're one of her spiderlings, aren't you? Well, well. Your rudeness is forgiven. Show some respect. Maybe I'll kindly pay your mother a visit.
Visit or not, I'm afraid that is not your call.
Curse it! Bugs are bugs! Wearing human skin can't change your gross nature!
Yeah, sure. We are so low compared to you, a glorious admiral of the court. Ain't the last monkey still fresh in his grave? And here you are, another monkey's sidekick.
Cut your bullshit! Get your mother to beg for mercy, and maybe I'll spare your foolish life!
Truth is, the thing you seek is right here in the hollow. Flee now if you're too scared to come in.
Scared my hoof! I'll destroy this rotten hole right now! Let's see where else you'd build your lair! Ah!
Luckily from here, the leveling area that I use isn't too far. not that way. If you follow this path that you just saw me go, you'll end up finding a pool of shattered jade. Now then, I need to actually show you. There's two things that you need to do before actually getting the morph that you use for this level up area. Granted, it doesn't take much work. So if you notice in the chapter before this one, chapter 3, I killed, or well, didn't kill, but collected 4 different spirits. That was in preparation for this. We're going to go back to chapter 3 and visit the village entrance. Alrighty, and then we'll just head up here. I don't understand why it's doing that for every area I enter. Since I've already been here, that shouldn't happen. Oh, actually, wait, I never think I went across the bridge. Follow this path right here, and I'll lead you up to the rat general. Oh, I think it's general.
That will be your my kind of sword. Someone call for aid!
Yeah, before we get nuked. Alrighty, now that we finished getting nuke, we're gonna head up here.
Let's rush out! Take him!
Talk to this guy right here.
Stop poking around here! If them two heads lay on our misfortune back home, we'd hope to rebuild with the but I saw that vanguard. Our king has lost his way. The two heads are the best. The two heads are the best.
And now, they are...
We'll starve! Why are you still here? I'd never take part in it. Now that you have rid me of you, with a blinded king, we must find the missing.
The third prince? But he's against rats. Look at us now.
The king honored rats. That's why some claim to have seen him far away. We must find it then. But where and how? The king honored rats. That's some claim to have seen him far away, somewhere in Buddha's realm in the west. We must find it then. But where and how?
Alrighty, now that we've done that, I think we might need to come back and talk to him after talking to the first prince. Think as in, I'm not 100% sure if that was his final piece of dialogue, because I know there's two ways you can actually fight. You can actually get the spirit. One being he goes and tries to go kill the prince and ends up getting killed himself. The other one is he turned into a boss fight. Oh, that missed. Yep, here he is. One good thing about this game is you can't hurt NPCs.
Once a man, now a Gwai. Death was his relief.
Oh, it's you. And I see you've slain one of my captains in hell. 4 loyal captain. Can you free them from that?
Thank you for bringing them back. Who are you? But what's the difference between them? Who are you?
With talking to him after doing that, it would have given you this. Which is actually just a nerfed version of this, which I'll also be showing you how to get. Because we're going to be getting the true ending of Wukong. Or at least what I like to think it is. So now we're getting those. We can go back to the pool of shattered jade. To be honest, I've been also tweaking the idea of this build. I might be going with Ring of Fire later on, especially in the final boss fight, where he's basically immune to immobilize. Ring of Fire probably will prove a bit more handy. So with this, we would switch our transformation from Azure Dome to... where is it? Ashen Slumber. With Ashen Slumber, when we activate our ability for it, it will just blow up. Fun thing with it blowing up, though, is if we go right around here, we'll just awaken all of them. There's a whole bunch of these sacks here which we can blow up, causing a massive XP gain. Now, there was also another reason why we went over here, and that was to get the secret area unlocked. You'll run back here and start attacking this cocoon.
Days of practice, 8 arms of mightiness. You're here at last, the destined one. By my brother's words, I will first test your worth. Ruin my flawless This is invigorating! I'm not going me anymore! You will not see me lose! Hold your smirk, you audacious monkey! We'll settle our scores when I reach my full mastery!
Also, apparently if you break his arms, I actually don't think I've ever managed to do it. If you break all his arms, you're able to get a secret gauntlet. Now then, with this all settled, we're going to go back to Upper Hollow. And that's who we were before. Instead of taking a left, we're going to continue right. This is the one. Nope. Ah, here it is. There's a nifty little transformation here that I like to grab every now and then. Well, I wasn't trying to do that. Typically what I like to do before consuming a blue soul is chug my potion as much as I can this way, or my gourd as much as I can, so that way I can get the key effectiveness. But apparently I was too close when I tried activating my transformation.
Fight if you will!
I took a wrong turn somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sure where this thing shines. Now then, for those who are like me, and I don't do it in this build, but I do really like my transformations. The previous chapter, I did a quest line that gave me a Snow Fox brush. If you wish to sacrifice some of the crit rate, you can switch out one of your cat eye beads for this, which will increase your duration of your transformations, allowing you to deal out additional damage if need be. Now then. There you go. And now that that's done, grab this. Alright. I took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh yes, there it is. Also, that guy would have given you a soak that once they put in your gourd and when you drink it, you'll be poisoned. There's two benefits to this. There's a staff that if you're poisoned while using said staff, doing your heavy attacks, which is the focus points, you will be able to apply poison onto the enemy. Another one is that there's a second soak that will cure the poison effect and give you an attack buff. If you poison yourself and then instantly cure it, the only downside is there will be a single tick of damage, which will result in your turtle tier being useless, where you need to be full health in order for turtle tier to activate. Alrighty, and now let's continue heading over. As you can tell, this build is definitely a lot of dishing out high damage and allowing you to still deal damage if you need it back up. I believe the next boss is the centipede. Yep. This one I always die on without fail. And as you can guess, I triggered the ball because of the little balls he summons. Weaver's Needle is the vessel we'll be getting in this area. Granted, it is a... We'll just leave it at, it's a fun time trying to get. Oh, that's right. You can also get him as a spirit as well. After I finish this series, I'm going to do a boss rush, which will basically just be going down the list and killing every single boss in the game with this build. And I'll also do a challenge run, which would be me going through each challenge with this build. This guy hurts a lot more. He moves around a lot more than I remember.
I've laid your path for you. But where will my path be? From now on,
We're both on our own. Tell me, Monkey, what's it like out there? Beyond these mountains?
Now then, with this boss dead, next up will be Yellow Long, the last one of the Longs. As you might be able to previously recall, we have killed multiple of the Longs. Red Long in Chapter 1, Black Long in Chapter 2, Cyan Long in Chapter 3, and then we have Yellow Long in this. Yellow Long is definitely the most aggressive of the Longs and the most human-like in appearance. The biggest issue comes in trying to get across the bridge. Normally, I use not Misty Step, Cloud Step to get across the invisibility feature, but I do not have Cloud Step equipped as of the current moment, so that is out of the question. Oh, and then my stick drift decides to go ahead and be like, ah yes, you're dying. We're switching out Rock Solid for Cloud Step for this first part, because it makes it easier to cross the webs. And honestly, I hate this trek back. I was hoping. There was definitely hope in the airs for that. But based on how many people that are mobilized at the beginning, if I can target the center... Ah, Jesus. Forgive me, I always have a hard time crossing this bridge, and as you can tell, I haven't gotten any better out of the 4 playthroughs I've done. It seemed to want a lot better than I expected. Now then, now that's out of the way.
For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they govern roam free? For what deed must all matters not known how to be? For what deed must mercy's hand so woe upon thee?
For what deed must the Yellow One to the shrines flee? In the air they swing, to the earth they bring, with snowflakes cling, spirit may wear thin.
Now then, setting our previous spell back to rock solid. Let's be on our way.
For all his foresight, Yuan the Sign Teller could never have known that. I've hidden upon his garb as a pattern. Our sire gave his life to pave the way for the journey. And not a day passes that we do not yearn to avenge him. Yet every day, we find ourselves adrift without a home to call our own. I'll kill you to unbind our destinies.
Well, that's new.
Our sire's head was hung when he defied the celestial court. We dreaded the Jade Emperor's wrath and pleaded with Master Yuan to help us abscond from our waters. But he warned us we might hide for a time, but not forever. In the end, someone will come to claim our lives. He had more to say. Sires to sons, we are destined to die for the righteous cause. I trust him, yet I won't obey. May your path not once more be a mere thread in their grand design.
Brothers have been claimed. If not now, when will you reunite? Destiny repeats itself, always. Why not cast the die once more?
With that, that gave us this, which will allow us to gain more materials from bosses. This was from one of the... Wait. I forget exactly where they get this one, but it actually will help you gain more XP. As for the transformation we just got, it is this. We can now turn into him. Off to our next boss. Also, this will allow you to craft the Golden Longstaff, which will allow you to get the Lightning Bane effect on enemies.
this talisman. Those old rascals. On your feet already, are you? Best keep clear of this mess. It's for your own good. Go find the pig before it's too late.
Shut it! Stupid thing. Faster!
Hurry, hurry! They're here! So excited about the wedding. Been dreaming about yours.
Little brat. Dead.
Come here! Stop it! I take it back. Hey, look! The groom is here.
Apologies for keeping you waiting, sisters.
Wow, is he really the one Mother's been expecting? I thought he would look better.
He's not much to look at, but as long as Mother is happy.
Not much of a looker, but quite a fighter, though. Had to use Mother's ancestral vessel to take him down. Still aching.
Aren't you diligent? Such a rare catch. Why not let us sisters have it first?
Think before you talk. This is the one Mother is set on. One scratch. And none of us would like the results.
What would this marriage change? We are bound to this ill place one generation after another. Even you like this farce. Go. Go ahead and watch.
Sisters, the feast is yet to start. Don't tell me you're drunk already.
Right, he's nothing but Mother's meal. No need to make a big fuss over him. Here, he is all yours.
You've done great.
Wait. Mother has grown soft with age, and the girls are too young to know better. But can't you see it's all wrong?
Yes, but try to think from her position. We're her children. This is what we do.
But I am on her side. For decades, she's been tortured by her wound, all thanks to this dumb thing. And yet, she still wants to marry him. No! I can't do this anymore.
Love is not about forgiving or getting even. It is never a fair game. It's about two souls woven together by fate.
But
Neither of us was born then. We never witnessed her past. That's why we can't understand her obsession today.
Have you told Uncle?
Let's worry about that later. Though her joy is borrowed, it's still joy before it's returned. You, come with me. Ahead is Mother's chamber. Now listen carefully for your own good. Mother is usually nice. Only, she prefers to dine alone. You wouldn't want to disturb her. And don't look at her in the face, especially her eyes.
Hurry, we are running out of time.
My words, keep them in mind.
Go, there's no time to waste.
I have been waiting for so long. Years up there haven't been kind to you. But you're with me now.
Girls, let the feast begin!
This makes number 3 out of the 5 frogs we are needing. This being the poison frog. Ow, that hurt. So as you can see, even though that this build is based around side effects and this guy is immune, it's still quite useful to be used against him with everything that I have in the arsenal.
No haven here for furry beasts!
Shadows gather, now to slumber.
What on earth? It was one merry night, and now she wants to take my life. Following me like a shadow. Can't you do anything without me? Nitwit! Spare me this burden. Damn it! Back! Stay back! I can't hold it anymore! This is... picked up some of my moves. It hurts. Keep off! Leave me alone!
Shadows gather, now to slumber.
Monkey, aren't you dead already? You're the one who ruined it all! This time, I am staying here. You won't make me leave again!
Shadows gather. Now to slumber.
Who goes there?
Why dredge up the past? Aren't we here now? Don't you remember how I spared your life when he asked me to clean up the rest of your sisters?
I do remember. And more than that, I even remember how I survived on my sister's flesh after you left.
That's not all on us! The culprit is that centipede! All would have lived if he didn't weigh my master's flesh over your lives!
Yes, he was blinded by greed. But he has repented and made his compensation. He even offered that thing to sustain my life. Otherwise, I'd never live to see you today.
My dear, is that true? That thing is in your hands.
Unbelievable. Even now, in your heart, the monkey still comes first.
The monkey? Nah, for me, beauty always comes first.
Good. Carry on with these nice words. Once I'm satisfied, I might lift my finger and tell you where to find it.
You wicked hag! Can't you see your old face? Still obsessed with all this lovey-dovey crap at this age? Ridiculous!
Every day trapped in this hollow, I missed and dreamed, waiting for the day to eat you right after we mate, so I can heal.
Then eat! Could have saved me from your stupid ceremony and vows! What a farce!
My appetite is lost, not just for you, but also for her.
Hideous! Hideous spider! Who fathered such a thing? Your fate today has nothing to do with me! I had my mercy misplaced, that's all! What took you so long? I almost died! Now go
call your
quick, this
sisters.
hag, and get me down!
Monkey's the bane of my life. Why do you always have to ruin my plans? In what way am I any less than monkeys? This monkey that you love, I'll chop his heart, slice his liver, and make you eat them!
You a hag or a hostage? Untie me before you fight him! While we fight with some food these ways!
Well then, I just got pelted by webs. Dracula, I guess. Oops. I forgot she had a nuke.
Go after her! She has the relic! Go! I can take care of myself!
I absolutely hate this part.
With that face, what about? Welcome, evil. Foul thing, be gone!
I always lose direction here.
So die. Subduing the ascension cause was sacrifice of flesh and bones. Intruder! Are you ready? Roll to the sky. Rising low. I will kill whoever gets in my way!
These guys just really don't have a good time hitting people, do they? Well, their snake friends seem to have the good time. Well, it was either going to be that or the needle. Gas poison was a bit better. Now then.
We don't welcome evil here.
There's also a secret boss in here called the Supreme Inspector. There, you need to pull the purple talismans off, and he will he'll spawn over near that last shrine. If you are going to do that, though, make sure to do it before beating the final boss. By beating the final boss of this chapter, you will be unable to get it to spawn. Now, the community is 100% sure if this is a bug or was intentional, but I've experienced it at least twice throughout my playthroughs. Should be more specific. Granted, it is a boss that you'll also be fighting later on as well.
Into the sack for nothing but your sake. I'd appreciate a thank you, but you gave me torn arms. Now, in compensation, I'll claim yours. My head thirsts for a spill. I had to put myself in there to figure out all the bruises of that many legs. I see now. There's never ascension from those sacks. Worthless limbs be gone! That old Taoist fooled me. My challenge was a delusion. Forget it! Face me in a fair fight. You shall learn to best that corruption. Slash! And split! Find the needle on Purple Cloud Mountain.
This will bring us to the final... second to final hidden area, sorry. Also where we will find the Weaver's Needle.
Husband. Oh dear, husband. My powerlessness grieves me so. All I can do is weep here, hoping that a kind passerby might find your remains.
As for this quest right here, it will bring you to get a transformation. Let me find it real quick. I think it's this one? Yes. This is basically a poison-based transformation. Granted, yes, I could honestly use that transformation to cover the poison status effect my staff doesn't have. Because it has on the staff stance. People say it does frost, so I haven't gotten it to do frost once. We have burn on the pillar stance, and then lightning on the thrusting stance. But I don't see the use in using a transformation which could be a bit more tanky over the stats effect. Alright, I've started a forest fire, I'm happy.
I sense your malice! A monk? Why not celebrate
With this area, if there's any side quests or such you want to do, don't beat the final boss, because once you do, it does lock out. I think it locks out the Scorpion Lord quest, which I don't believe it gives too terribly much to be concerned about. Took the wrong turn somewhere. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. Where am I? Alright. Ah yes, my blade clearly did not hit him, everybody. Clearly.
Today, I'll bring justice to my wife.
Okay, yeah, you two have fun. I'm chilling back here. Well, I don't believe I've ever seen him do that. I can't say. I definitely did not take a liking to it.
All these years apart. And they've marred you like this. I journeyed from Mount Lee to delve into the mysteries of this valley. I didn't mean to hold this back from you. It was because I had to. I stayed my hand for my ties to his mother. That's why I called upon you. But how did you get this? I thought it was with the 100-eyed Gwai. This may well be the design of destiny itself. I shall help you and restore its power. Consider this as my token of gratitude. few strings dangling from the sky. No one knows whether they lead to weal or woe. Why does everyone vie to scale them?
Alrighty, now with that, time to use the stealth one. Now it's time for the final boss of this chapter. Also, going up this way will lead to the Supreme Court. Or Supreme Inspector is the boss name. Like I said, you'll still fight him later on, just that is if you want to fight him early. You'll also still fight him later on if you fight him there.
You must save me.
So, both my trap and my vessel failed. But how?
When I saw him, I just couldn't. The Destined One then arrived and bested me. Now the monkey has ransacked our hollow.
A mere monkey showing such disrespect. Your wound was recovering. But now it's getting worse. Fear not, I'll deal with him. But before that, that thing of mine, do you still have it?
I do.
Very well. Despite all your failures, you led the Destined One here. I should reward you for that. But the thing I gave you, now I must have it back! You girls are far too young to comprehend my design. This, along with those relics inside him, shall free me of Kunlun's reign. Rest assured, darling, I'll avenge you. Now let go of your misery and rest in peace.
Now then, this is where the Weaver's Needle shines.
You brazen ingrates! This is utter treason to your own order! You must have swayed your wits with lies. It's finished! If you deny the path of ascension, I might as well walk it alone. Are your minds as muddled as your mother's? Sweat and blood I gave for another. They are fruitless, all my deeds, be they foul or not. And the celestial cause is placed here. Little girls never understand what I strive to achieve.
That's your second save by now. Impressive that you haven't yet. Here we go.
None escapes the dark. Die in the light and the sight of my eyes! Today I will break my destiny, and yours too! Where did you find a new one? Come down, Grandmaster. I need you.
Mother! Mother!
changed a bit. You fool.
初见的交通，
月光在惜别的城楼，
思念是眉间的药，
愿念念望相思，寻常最长久。
汹涌如交流，
忐忑似轻舟，有你相伴，这一路多么多么自由。云卷
云是
风起，
一种
从立春到立秋，
在那一刻我爱上你的所有。忘了是心田的沟，
记得是老套的酒，
知音是相拥无言，
愿天黑花当你总会说不够。
守着一路可怜了有多久？
欢喜
或者哀愁，绽放或者不是，永远无分下一世莫回眸。
真情
难留
假意
未够，
相守
今生有求，
下一世相遇，
请别再会。
You have grown in strength, but not in wisdom. You've not only hurt Bajia and his darling, but also laid waste to the seal of the High Ones. A grave misdeed. Mortal or immortal, all seek to break from the past and start anew. Yet destiny, like a lover's tongue, speaks one way and means another. Though you may savor it yourself, you can never tell if you truly want it or not. Long ago, the many-legged one was subdued by Bodhisattva Pilanpur and locked on Purple Cloud Mountain. Only by a plea from the Celestial Court was he spared. The Immortals dispatch minions to enact their will, while they remain serene, as if playing a game of chess. Pity those pawns. They know full well what they are, yet they cling to false hopes and even take pride in it. The posts of the court have stood unchanged, but the same seat might not always be held by the same immortal. So too the 7 Spider Guais. They boast an endless procession of generations. Even the sacred gourmand remains mundane if he clings to the ties of love. He was an admiral of the court, a pig in the mountains, and Bajia in the journey. Yet his nature remains unchanged. So be it. A guileless fool may know less sorrow. This rooster is Pilanpur's son, the Dawn Star he was called. Through him is forged the Weaver's Needle, the one that subdued the many-eyed master. More than that, he once crowed a giant she-scorpion to death. Indeed, he is a bane to all insects. This one must be a high immortal from the court. Amid the trials of the 7 spiders and the many-eyed one, it was Bodhisattva Pilanpur who lent a hand. No aid from the court was given. But Wukong is ever heedless of rules. He might have sought higher places for help.
know, these guys seem to have a bad habit of reviving themselves. Let's fix that.
Time was I guarded the Celestial River with my boys 80,000 strong, and the puny revenants dared to impede me. That grand transformation of mine was the only reason you're still standing here. A proper kneel to show gratitude would be appropriate, no? Fooled me once, never again. Deceptive tactics like this pose no threat. I'll go size them up first. Keep pace, boy.
I think we're gonna grab the first shrine and then I'll stop here for the night. Now then, thank you all for who watched. We have 2 more chapters left, this one and the final one. As previously stated, I will at least attempt the final boss with this playthrough on this character, though don't expect anything too much because that boss has always been a difficult one for me, even since the beginning. Now then. Hope you all have a lovely day, lovely night, lovely afternoon, whichever time it is for you. And don't let them... Oh. Why does this shrine have to ruin my exit? Anywho, back to what I was saying. Don't let the multicolored frog bite.